Yo, welcome back to class. In today's class, I'm going to be teaching you the ABC of Forex. What do I mean by ABC of Forex? I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to start your Forex journey, but then in a unique way. I'm going to be explaining to you in the simplest form. If you watch my videos before now, you will understand that I make Forex trading as simple as possible. And I'm going to do the same thing around here. Now, this ABC of Forex, I classify it into three places. One, demand, supply, and points of interest. If you understand these things I'm going to show you today, I can tell you, you can start trading straight up. Yes, and if you're new, I need you to click on the subscribe button, share this video, and invite others to watch our channel. Okay, let's go straight to our our work. Now, when we talk about demand, we're talking about buying, right? When we talk about supply, we're talking about sell. Now, I know you must have heard people say, buy low, and sell high. I'm sorry to tell you, if you're of this opinion, that you only need to come to the Forex market, buy low and sell high, I must tell you, you're not ready yet. And I want to make it very clear to you that the idea of buying low and selling high is outdated. Yes. I want to put it to you that you can buy high and sell higher. You can sell low and sell lower. And in today's class, you're going to see why I said the mantra of buy low, sell high, I won't say they don't work, but then they are not things you need to succeed in this market. If you can understand very well what demand is, what supply is, and then this man, the point of interest, then you're going to have an amazing journey in this Forex market. Let's go to the chart. Let me show you how to spot out your demand, how to spot out your supply, and then point of interest. But then before I go, I want to also tell you that a demand, right? A demand can in a way turn to supply, right? As well as supply turn into what? Demand. How do I mean? See, I'm going to show you that there's a way a demand will fail, right? And then automatically become what? Supply. And then there's a way supply will fail, and then automatically become what? Demand. And these two cases you're seeing here are the reasons why I said earlier that you can buy high and sell higher, and you can sell low and still sell lower. You don't know how this works? Come with me to the chart. Let's do some magic. I'll see you in class. All right, welcome back to class. Like I said, we're going to talk about demand, supply, and then POI. I need to tell you this. There are two different types of candles around here. We have the bullish candle and the bearish candle. So when you say a bullish candle now, this is when the buyers are in control. According to my chart here, the green candle stands for the bullish candle. Now the black candle stands for the bearish candle. Now the bearish candle refers to when the sellers are in control. When we talk about demand, we're talking about a point whereby buyers are much more in control than sellers. How do you identify this? It's very simple. I need you to come to the chart and see this. So now, how can you identify demand? Let's talk about demand to start with. Demand. So when we talk about demand here now, one of the easiest way for you to spot out the demand is this. If you have watched my video earlier on spotting out V and A shape expansion, I told you that when you come to the chart, the basic thing you need to know is that you need to be able to see V and A. In most of my video, I'm going to make reference to this V and A expansion. So if you are here to watch the video, better go back again, watch that video, and get clarity to it. Now, what do I mean? Whenever you're able to spot V shape expansion, the V shape expansion is for buy, while the A shape expansion is for sell. Good. Now, between this level where you start from to this high, you want to ask yourself, okay, I can spot out this V-shaped expansion. An example is this. Just come around, come and see this. Now, if you see clearly, what do we have from this man like this? This is a clear V-shaped expansion, good. So between this man and this man, you want to check, oh, I have a V-shaped expansion like this now, right? So you want to check which of this level, most especially from where price started from, where can you spot out that the bearish candle gets engulfed by the bullish candle? What do I mean? Within the movement from here to this level, where can you go to on this your chart whereby the black candle was engulfed by the green candle? What do I mean by engulfed now? Where can you go on this place whereby the black candle gets trapped by the green candle? Come around and see this to start with. Now, so according to what we have here on our charts, I'm going to give you, so I'm trying to explain to you how you can spot out a proper demand and supply. So now let's look at this together, everybody. Price move from this level to this level. You have this V-shaped expansion. Now, I need you to pick a point on your chart now, whereby you can see that the bearish candle was being engulfed by the bullish candle. Let me still give you another one here. Can you see this man? Right, this is also a V-shaped expansion. We need to come to the chart now. Like I said, the demand level is where the buyers are much in control than the sellers. So what happened at this level? When a bearish candle is being engulfed by a bullish candle, it simply shows that there's more demand, there's more buy activities there. But here's one thing, you probably won't be able to get this movement. Let's say you're unable to get in from this level to this level. So what do? You wait, price has expanded. You wait for price to pull back, right? And then you get in at a particular level. And now this is why you hear the statement as buy low, sell high. This is good. I'm not even going to cap on this. This is very good. But then there's something more interesting to just buying low and selling high. And what's the concept here? I'll show you later on. So now let's go with the idea of what most people have had, or the general knowledge you have about buying low and selling high. So what we will have done around here, let me show you. So as at of this level, you have V-shaped expansion. Good. Like I said, where can you come to your chart now? You can see that, oh, a bearish candle was being engulfed by a bullish candle, and price is here to mitigate it. What do I mean by mitigate? Price is here to come back into that point. Let's start with, you can see this black man being engulfed by this green man. You can see this black man being engulfed by this green man. Now, what does it indicate? This is a demand, right? This level here you're seeing here is a demand. This level here is a demand. The question is, which one will price revisit? Now, let me give you a clue. In most cases, personally, if I'm trading demand level, I love to use a level that price has not, mitigated. Price is yet to test that level. And let's stay together. If you pay attention to this, now, look at this. This is a demand level. Right? What can you see? Price was yet to test this man. Same way, price was yet to test this man before price came back. Price was yet to test this man. Okay, come on. So same way, price was yet to test this man. Now, what do you ask yourself? The question is, when you have multiple demands level like this, what do you want to do? At what point should you be buying? Let me tell you, there is no way you can know 100% where price is going to react to or react from. The best you can do is, okay, anyone you can spot out here, right? Plan your risk around there. I know you're still new, and this is what I'm explaining in this manner. With time, you're going to know which of them is best for you to trade from. But currently, what I need you to know is that anywhere you see a bearish candle being engulfed by a bullish candle, right, with this kind of V-shaped expansion for buy, just know that after all this price movement, price will still come back there to retest it. And what do you notice? Of course, price retested this level, retested this mantle. But The beautiful part of it is that now you can see that our demand level is used for what? Buy. And you can see our price run away from there. And where's our target? Of course, the last high that was created. Boom. Is this simple? Let me show you more example. And now take for instance, you have this V-shaped expansion too. This is getting rough, so let me delete so you can see. You have this V-shaped expansion too. Where's your demand level here? See this clearly. You have this bearish candle that was being engulfed by a bullish candle, right? You also have this bearish candle that was being engulfed by, if you combine these two candles together, so they engulf this. So me personally, I'll prefer this one here. And what do you notice? After this expansion, right, no matter how long it takes, price will still come back to that same level and do what? And buy from there. This is how to use demand. It is this simple. This is why I told you that if you follow me, after this video, you can start trading. It's no more than this. Now let's go to spotting out, what's it called? A supply. It's just the opposite of what we did now. What do you want to see? You want to see a bullish candle that's been engulfed by a bearish candle. It's that simple. After each of the expansion. And in this case, you know, for demand, you waited for price to pull back to the lower part of your expansion. For a supply now, you're going to need to wait for what? You're going to need to wait for price to pull back to the upper part of your expansion. Let me show you an example of what I'm trying to say. Say you come to your chart now. What can you see here? You can see an A expansion, right? You can see clearly here that we had what? You can see clearly we had an A expansion. And what do I say you want to see? You want to see a bullish candle being engulfed by what now? A bearish candle. Look at this green candle. Can you see the way we engulfed it with this what? This bearish candle. So now where's our supply? Our supply is simply what? This level. So you want to ask me, how do I mark out this thing? To mark it out is very simple. Now, for the demand, you use the start of the candle. The start of where? The top of the bearish candle. Are you getting me? To mark out your what? To mark out your demand. Look at this. This is the top of the, of the bearish candle. That becomes your entry. Now, for supply, you use the lower part, the low of what? Of your bullish candle. Is that simple? That's simple enough. Good. And now, what do you see? Price came back after this expansion. You can see price came back to that same candle and then dropped. Are we together? Now, look at this again. This is also another A-shaped expansion. Now, what can you see at this level? Pay attention. What can you see at this level? Look at this. Can you see this bullish candle, the green candle, being engulfed by what? The bearish candle. And in this case, we had a misentry. Price almost got there, then price sold. So there are cases whereby you're going to have misentry. I purposely showed you this so that you can know that it's not every time price will come. There's sometimes price will just ignore your point and then move. Are we getting? Now look at this. Let's look at this together again. Let me show you more examples. Of how the supply of a thing works. Okay, look at this level. Everybody pay attention. Okay, let me do something more proper so you can see. Sorry. Okay, look at this, everyone. Look at this. Remember what I said, when you come to your chart, you want to be able to spot out the V and A-shaped expansion. Okay, cool. Now, what can you see here? Boom. This is an A-shaped expansion. So you want to ask yourself, at what level do I have what? A bullish candle being engulfed by a bearish candle. Let me show you. Can you see this green man? Can you see this green man here? Can you see the way we engulf this with this black man? So the whole of this man becomes what? It becomes our supply. And what happened when price ran there? Can you see the way we sold all the way down? It's this simple. If you're having issues spotting out the V and A shape expansion, go back to the video on structure. It's going to make it as simple as possible for you. Are we together? Go back to the video on structure to be as simple as possible for you. Are we fine? We're fine, good. Now, remember what I said? I said it's going to be the ABC of trading. I've shown you A, B now. Let me show you the C part. Now, what's the C part aspect of it? You know, while we were doing this, right? While we were doing this, when we started this class, I told you that a demand level can also turn to a supply level, while a supply level can become a demand. There are cases whereby this thing fails. That is, you can see a clear V-shaped expansion. Hold on. Sorry. You can see a clear V-shaped expansion. And your mind is, oh, you're going to be buying majorly, just like you've been told, buy low, sell high, buy low, stuff like that. So what do you want to do? Of course, you want to buy from this level. Let's say price now ran into your level, but in this case, it didn't respect it, it disrespected it. Now, what happened? The fact that they said you should buy low and sell high, in your head, you automatically want to say, it's cheaper now, let me get in, and you're looking to sell. Yeah. What will happen? Price will pull up, come to this same level, the demand that was disrespected, and sell further. This is why I told you that the idea of just buying low and selling high is not 100% true. It's not true. There are some traces of truth there, but it's not 100% true. So now, what happened? Remember, you didn't sell here, but didn't you sell lower and go lower here? I've just proven to you that you can sell low and go lower. You can buy high and go higher. Now, these are cases whereby we have what's it called? Demand turning to supply, or you have supply turning to demand. It happens it happens a lot in this market. And once you understand how to capitalize on this, I'm telling you, you have no problem again in trading. So let me show you examples of whereby demand became supply and supply became demand. And then you're going to see how sweet these things are. All right, come with me to the chart. Let's look for examples. Oh, beautiful. I just spot one now. Look at this, everyone. Look at this, everyone. Look at this. What do you have here? V-shaped expansion. This bearish candle was being engulfed by this bullish candle. What would you have been expecting? Of course, price pull back and then you buy. But what happened? Price failed. After price failed, what happened? Price used that same demand that failed now as what? As a supply, and will search for that. All together, same way, right? Pay attention. Same way we're trying to buy earlier, but price failed. That same point where we're trying to get in, that price failed from, is where we're not going to get ourselves. Have you seen now that you can sell low and sell lower? Erase the idea of just going to buy low and then sell high. No. You're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities if you cannot refine or at least learn something new from the idea of just buying low and sell high. Look at this as well. Look at this. You have a V-shaped expansion. You can see this bearish candle being engulfed by what? If you combine these two bullish candles, right? So you'll have been looking to buy here. What happened? Price disrespected it. Now what happened? Price still used that same bearish candle that was meant to be for buy earlier. Now use it as what? As a sell. Are we learning? If you are learning, I've shown you the other parts of what? Of demand and supply, which is supply can turn to a demand and the demand can turn to supply. And when that happens, you do the opposite of what you're planning to do before. Is that clear? All right. If we are clear, let me now show you how can I spot out a proper how can I spot out a proper demand level or supply level? Now this becomes what? Where we make reference to point of interest. And let me tell you, I love it when a demand level gets disrespected or a supply level gets disrespected. I love it more than when they haven't been tested before whatsoever. I love to trade from where a demand or a supply level got disrespected. It has a higher win rate than when it has not even been tested before or nothing has ever happened to it. And how can you now capitalize on it? How can you even know that it's valid? If a demand level got broken or a supply level got broken, one way you're going to know that more than 70% of the time this thing is going to hold is that it will have something very unique, something very peculiar to it. And what's that thing? Imbalance. Now, you see, imbalance is what I refer to as what? Point of interest, POI. In my channel, one thing I only trade one thing. I don't trade other block. Different names. I don't trade all these things. I only trade one thing, which is imbalance. Some call it fair value gap, some call it imbalance. In this case, I'll call it imbalance. You see, whenever a demand level got disrespected and there's an imbalance in that region, or that place you're looking to buy from before, sell from before, the win rate is crazy. And that's the only thing I trade. Can I show you? Come around. Remember what we said earlier? This was meant to be a buy for us. But what happened? Price broke it impulsively. What did price now did? Price now created an imbalance for us. Now, what is an imbalance? You probably don't know. It's not a problem. It's as simple as ABC. So an imbalance is, when you say price action is imbalance at a particular place, you're making reference to the demand and supply at that level, right? It's not even. What do I mean? Okay, see, let's say you have this. You have this as a bearish candle, right? And then you have this as a bullish candle. What will you notice? This is a supply level, right? If the third candle didn't go back to this level, but rather did something like this, came down like this to sell further, this point whereby there's no candle to the right, no candle to the left is an imbalance. I just call it IMB, it's an imbalance. So when you come to your chart, what you need to be able to spot, I'll make a video on imbalance as a video itself. Probably in our next video, you're going to see that. But I just need you to know that when you have a gap, right, when there's space between three candles, that's an imbalance. Is that fine? If that's fine, come around, let me show you. And I'm just going to run you quick through some through areas whereby demand becomes supply, supply becomes demand. And you're going to see that in most cases, all of them have imbalance. Look at this man here. Can you see? Just like I said earlier, there's no candle to the right, no candle to the left. So this point itself is what? Imbalance. So when demand failed and it becomes supply, now what happened? Price will come back there to come and rebalance it and then sell further. Altogether, look at this demand. Look at this man here too. What happened? You can see an imbalance there. What happened? Price ran into the imbalance, sold further. Are we learning? Now, it's as simple as this. Look at this man, right? Demand becomes what? Supply. What happened? What can you see here? Imbalance. Price came there and sold. Right? Are we together? Now, this is the whole idea about the ABC of trading. If you get value in this video, if I were you, I won't just even watch one. I'll watch over and over again. Right? And I kid you not, if you're new, with this, you can start your trading. If you got value in this video, make sure you click on the like button, subscribe button, and share with your friends. Tell them to come around, let them come and learn. And then below this video, you're going to find my Telegram channel. I give weekly calls, I give weekly reviews, so you can come around, trade with me, and make money with me live. All my setups are shared there live on direct before they play out. And we even have live classes whereby I give room for question and answer. So whatsoever question you have from this video, you can come to my Telegram channel. Whenever I go live, you get to ask me questions. If you want more than that, you want one-on-one mentorship, I'm available to teach you. Once again, you're welcome to class. I hope you got value. My name is Charles, and I make kings.